Hey, you know who it is. It's Pac-Man Lawton. Welcome to Concrete King TV, and this is another episode of PAC Reacts. Today, I want to follow up on a story that I touched upon, not here on this platform, but for those of y'all who follow me on other platforms, you may or may not have seen part one of a video that I did speaking on the Allstar Junior situation, the whole shooting and all of that, right? That wasn't an official release. So I'm not going to pick up where I left off on like anything like that on this one. I'm just going to start from the beginning. The video that I'm reacting to is from Trap Lores Ross. Some of y'all may know who he is. He's a very popular streamer. So I'm not going to take a long time. I'm going to get right into it.
Beyond Louisiana, NBA YoungBoy's 4K Trey crew has established deep roots in Houston too, through alliances with the Scoot Up Crips and NBA OG3's ties to Jay Prince and the Mob Ties crew. However, the relationship got off to a rocky start in 2020 when, following a robbery at YoungBoy's Houston home,
NBA YoungBoy, NBA YoungBoy, NBA YoungBoy. Yeah, this your favorite rapper.
Don't turn me down. What you said? Don't turn me down. Down, folks. Yeah, what up? What up? You want to buy your what? You ain't get. You flunked out there. I'm trying to see where you at. You dumb. What you got? $20 out of car?
No, I never really understood the flex behind robbing, let alone robbing rappers, right? Because to me, it almost says I'm desperate, I'm broke, I'm a hater. You have no reason to not like him, or do you? I don't know. Is there some street shit behind it? I don't know. But, oh, that's your favorite rapper. It's your favorite. And then to do it where you want the world to see it, right? Like, who's looking up to that? Who are you impressing by doing shit like that? That's weird to me, that people actually could get anything but clout behind doing something like that.
Nah, you know we got the cap. Man, I just took a picture in the same car today with my little boy. You on this y'all stole something. I'm gonna catch one.
Jay Prince would suspiciously come out publicly to offer the return of the stolen items through his Mob Ties network.
The little homie YoungBoy place got broke into. People went in his place, disrespected different things, and I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, you know what I mean, YoungBoy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce. I got your keys to your McLaren. You know, all that they took. And the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas.
YoungBoy would famously reject Jay Prince Sr.'s help in a viral video.
Hey, I don't want no friends. I don't want no new relationships. All that. Hey, I don't respect none of that shit, man. If you got something for me, got plenty around me you could call. Man, it's plenty ways you can get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no publicity, none of that pussy. And I'm good on the keys, gangster. When you buy cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Mind your business, man.
I understand with him not wanting it on the internet, not wanting to go public with it. What I don't understand is responding back publicly on the internet. But hey, I'm old, I guess.
Still led to a bitter feud with Jay Prince issuing threats.
You took my kindness for weakness, because you're a dumb boy with limited thinking ability and disrespectful. You're talking slick and acting like you and your brother wasn't down with me, letting it be known you're Mob Ties. But I talked to your brother.
Sorry, I had to interrupt again. I'm old and Jay Prince is older than me. I think a lot of times when you feel like you're disrespected or fronted off on a public forum or in front of people, you want to address it on that same forum. so that it won't make you look no type of way. I can't say that's his line of thinking, but I can somewhat kind of justify why when people get attacked, that's a public attack. So they want to defend themselves publicly.
I believe every word he said about you knowing, because he's been solid with you. I've known your brother for years and never witnessed no weakness. So OG3, we good. Should be mad about is the lie you live in, and the weak security being asleep in front of your house. I bet he lied to you about being asleep. Say this to you, little homie. You're not a friend or enemy today. Let's keep it that way, no matter how hot it gets.
Hold on 1 second. Y'all got to address something real quick. I'm going to let this video play.
Texas. By the way, I'm minding my business. You just too dumb to know Texas is my business. And I will give you whatever you ask for, good or bad. I'm done.
And Whack 100 later alleging that Youngboy had actually ordered a hit in retaliation for the robbery.
Right one. See that all that. I don't know what he been. He tried that NBA Youngboy and got it killed.
By May 2023, the beef was reportedly squashed behind the scenes, likely with Birdman mediating the truce. And while Youngboy kept his distance, it seemed like the Mob Ties crew gradually kept pulling in members of the NBA crew, notably Ben 10 and OG3.
How did you smooth over that Jay Prince situation? Like what? How did you I was like, this. He really went and smoothed that over.
I mean, the Jay Prince situation. I'm being honest. Like, man, they really on my side. Like, just on a personal note, that's really family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The daddy and the son. You know what I'm saying? And I got closer to Junior through the daddy, so it's like me and Junior really like this now. And I was really with his dad at first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, it's called Connect Team, and it's insane. I don't do schedules or timesheets manually anymore.
And it works?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe it. My team puts in their availability, I click auto schedule, and boom, there it goes. No more Excel, no more phone calls, no more group chats. Oh. Perfect schedule, like that.
Damn, so all you gotta do is post it.
Yeah, my team loves that it's just one app, so they see their shifts, they can approve it, and I know it's covered.
But wait, what if there's like a last minute change? I mean, that's the afternoon gone, right?
So in that case, I just blast a shift for my team to claim. Everyone sees it, and I just assign the first one to pick it up. It literally takes 2 minutes. I'm telling you, it's all in the app. So they clock in. I can see who's working, who's late in real time, and their hours go straight to their timesheets, so I don't have to do anything.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm embarrassed to say, I used to spend 3 days prepping timesheets for payroll. Now it takes, what, half a day, tops?
Nah, I gotta check this out.
You should.
Excuse me, sir. How old were you when you made your first million?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice for the younger generation.
I made my first million last year, actually.
What line of work are you in?
I'm in sales.
Okay, what's the best advice you can give someone that's in sales?
You're only as good as your sales reps and your CRM.
What CRM do you use?
We used to use one of the old legacy CRMs, but it just didn't give us the speed and agility that we needed. But then we switched to Monday CRM and sales started flying.
Why is the CRM so important?
Well, no specific CRM can make you a millionaire, but if you want to move fast in today's world, you need a CRM that doesn't hold you back. Monday CRM propels you forward. Instead of spending time messing around with old systems, you can invest in relationships, in cultivating leads, and in closing deals.
One last piece of advice for our viewers.
Make sure you have the right tools for your journey. If not, stop now, find the right CRM. For me, that's Monday CRM. Then move forward and nothing can stop you.
Thank you very much, sir.
No problem.
A long time ago, JR was dating an attractive young woman named Janelle. The two could often be seen together on their social media, and the relationship between JR and Janelle wasn't just a fling, and eventually Janelle would become pregnant and give birth to their baby boy. But unfortunately, the relationship between JR and Janelle wouldn't last, and they would ultimately end up parting ways, with JR continuing his successful rap career, while Janelle would seemingly move to Houston, where she planned on opening her own beauty salon. While in Houston, it seemed like Janelle would keep up her appearances as a certified social media baddie, while also dating notable men from the rap industry. She would eventually meet none other than JR J. Prince Jr., the son of legendary Rap-A-Lot Records founder J. Prince Sr. Now, arguably, it's often both a huge blessing and also a curse to be born as the child of somebody with so much fame, power, and influence as J. Prince Sr., the godfather of Houston rap who's seen as a larger-than-life figure in Texas, and in this case with J. Prince Jr. sharing the full name and massive expectations that comes along with his father's empire. Here's the thing though, J. Prince Jr. didn't have to go through the same trials and tribulations as J. Prince himself, who pretty much hustled his way from the gutter and the hood to the very top of the rap industry all by himself from very modest beginnings. So as a result of living in his father's shadow and perhaps a not very street privileged upbringing, it seems likely that J. Prince Jr. feels like he has a whole lot to prove if he ever wants to come even anywhere close to filling his father's enormous shoes. And it might just be this insecurity and the chip on his shoulder that caused him to act overly tough in all kinds of situations. Now, J. Prince Jr. isn't the only son of J. Prince Sr., and it seems like all of his kids have taken great advantage of the money and connections their father has in the rap game, sometimes with good results, like for example his son Jazz Prince would discover an artist through MySpace who would end up becoming Drake, the biggest rapper of all time. But back then, he wasn't much more than a Canadian ex-actor trying to make it as a rapper. So Jazz actually helped develop Drake and played a serious role in him becoming one of the biggest artists in the world, and also making millions for the Prince family in the process. J. Prince Jr. would also take advantage of the empire that his father created, starting his own company in the rap industry, Mob Ties Enterprises, a group which apparently appears to be an umbrella company for several different business ventures, one of those being a record label. Now, this label has signed numerous street artists like Honeycomb Brazy and Finesse 2 Times, but unfortunately, a lot of those signings would ultimately go sour. Honeycomb Brazy would later claim that he has only signed with J. Prince Sr.'s Rap-A-Lot, not Jr.'s Mob Ties, and whatever the case, these signings would always lead to some unintended and hilarious outcomes, as both Honeycomb Brazy and Finesse 2 Times would both start beefs with the Prince family, and at one point, Honeycomb Brazy would even claim that he had bought Finesse 2 Times' contract from Mob Ties, as those two have their own petty beef going on. Honeycomb Brazy went as far as to say that he would be willing to release Finesse from his contractual obligations if he would just shake his ass on Instagram Live.
I told you, that guy ain't never did that before.
Born like ugly. You were born ugly. So you know what's going on. You were born like that.
Money.
I got your contract in the closet. I literally got your whole contract in the closet. It's on me to do whatever I want to do for your life in my hands. Your life in these hands. These hands. Your life is it.
My apologies, y'all. I had to go outside and take care of something real quick. On the parking lot, there was a tow truck out there. I had to make sure they wouldn't mess with one of my cars.
These hands. Somebody that put up. Your life is in these hands, Vanessa. Right now, I got your life. So either you go.
Now, I'm wondering, was this cap or not? How many people saw this? If you saw this and you know something about this, because I don't remember never hearing him claiming to have the contract, right? I don't know if he was just trolling them or if he's serious. So I ain't going to touch that one, but man, they be trolling.
Contract up, I'll get y'all the contract from this. All you got to do is get on live, shit, yeah. Go live right now. Put those shoe pennies on.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? You may qualify for the IRS Fresh Start program.
Come on.
So look, Jazz Prince discovered Drake and J. Prince Jr. discovered Honeycomb Brazy and Finesse 2 Times. Not quite on the same level, but still he's doing his thing. And really, regardless, J. Prince Jr. is doing just fine in life. In fact, before this incident, Jr. and his Mob Ties crews seemed to move around Texas with a whole bunch of aura that they had inherited from J. Prince Sr. And it seemed like everywhere they went, people knew how to act around them if they wanted to stay safe.
Yo, so like J. Prince Jr. is like El Mencho of like Houston.
So if you like me, like me. If you want to criticize me, criticize. One of the two.
Yo, Joe right here, and his life is flashing before his eyes. I ain't gonna lie to you. Mob Ties. We all know everybody we see J. Prince Jr. pictured with 3 times, they dead. I don't know how. He like the Lil Reese of Houston. Well, not really. Not really. If you go to the club with them 3 times, you dead. I don't know how it works like that. I don't know how it works like. Yo, if you.
To me, he be saying a lot of shit that's crossing the line, that's going too far. Like, why would you say some shit like that? Is you trying to get the feds on a nigga or something? Some police ass shit. And it's kind of like, you don't speak, man. Look, I understand what he means by that, but there's certain shit you just don't get on the internet and say.
Kicking it with, if you from out of town, you kick it with J. Prince Jr. too much. You're lights out. Peace out. Sayonara. See you at the funeral. I'm sorry to say. I don't know how that works. But that like the boogeyman down there. When I see Jay Prince Jr., I'm like, oh.
So anyway, after beginning to date All-Star JR's baby mama Janelle, that would quickly spark bad blood between Jay Prince Jr. and JR. Because this wasn't just his ex, that was the mother of JR's child. And that means that JR is always going to be a part of Janelle's life, even though they're not split up. So at the beginning stages of the relationship, a lot of people would give their opinion about it on Reddit. People would comment how JR was probably mad and jealous that his ex was now dating somebody who was obviously a lot more successful than he was. Successful might not be the word, maybe rich and privileged. But the bad blood between Junior and JR would lead Junior to do some very disrespectful publicity stunts aimed towards JR, seemingly trying to rub it in JR's face that he had taken his girl.
I want him to know that you moved on to bigger and better things.
Hey, man, he a cheater, y'all.
Oh. That's my... She made it. Oh.
Did she say, why are you doing this right now? And kissing his arm on his bicep, was he flexing? I don't get it. I don't get it because I wouldn't do that for a lot of reasons. Number one, because I probably wouldn't be dating her for a number of reasons. Because women who are about the life don't really appeal to me. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. I ain't got nothing really bad to say about her, but I don't got nothing good to say about her either. Because this right here, okay, you got her, and I don't understand how that's a flex for you. If you who you are, then I don't know. My mentality would probably be that she managed to get me. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm not getting into anything serious with a rapper's baby mama, because most times the lifestyle that she's turned on to or that she finds appealing, that's a turn off to me. So she's not even somebody who will pick up on my radar as far as something serious. Because she's attractive, I won't sit here and act like I wouldn't deal with nobody who looked like that. That's not hardly the case, but it's more of a character thing for me. And I definitely ain't taunting no dude with no female, trying to provoke a man with a female online. If me and him got an issue or got a beef or whatever over a girl, that's not everybody's business. That's not really for the internet. If I am flexing, if I was, it'd be some I fucked your bitch type thing. Not she with me now, or probably unless she was with me right then, but she wasn't my girl. I don't know, but it wouldn't be this situation.
Hey, you baby. Trust the process. Hey, man, I'm glad you left her alone. I'm glad y'all had differences. Because I'm the difference now.
Trust the process.
Now, as we know, this bad blood...
I'm the difference now. This shit ain't got no place for the internet. I don't see how that's a flex for somebody of a high status like that.
Would eventually lead to very serious consequences when on the 8th of April 2026, All-Star JR was at the Confessions Bar and Restaurant in Houston, where he would end up at the birthday party, another one of NBA Youngboy's right-hand man, OG3's birthday, and it would be at this birthday dinner that All-Star JR and Jay Prince Jr. would run into each other. Now, because it was OG3's birthday from the NBA crew, another one of Youngboy's right-hand men and notorious Baton Rouge shooter Ben 10 would also be in attendance. Now, it's unclear exactly how the altercation begun, but early rumors suggested that All-Star JR had an issue with Jay Prince.
Let's see.
Junior over the way.
Someone said, oh, Detroit hits 3. I'm assuming that's on Instagram. This the full story. Jay Prince Jr. put his hands on All-Star Jr. kids. More than one? Plural? I don't know. Okay. Junior kids and All-Star Jr. was pressing him about it. And Jay Prince Jr. told All-Star that when he see him, it's up. And Jay Prince got the drop on Allstar and went up there with Ben 10 and other mob ties members, and they started to jumping on him and attempted to pistol whip him. But JR got a hold of their gun and started shooting and stood over Ben 10 while all mob ties members ran. That's what Detroit Hits says. But I don't know if they biased or not. They from Detroit. I don't know how true that is. I've heard that. And I've heard also, yeah, that's pretty much what I heard. The police said something different, though.
That he'd been treating JR's son. Rumors circulated that Jay Prince Jr. had put hands on All-Star JR's kid, and rumor has it that Jay Prince Jr. had responded, warning that the next time they crossed paths, it would be a problem. And after hearing that JR was at the restaurant, some believe that he actually went there to confront him. It's still unclear exactly why or how these guys ended up in that restaurant together, but what is known is that when the altercation begun, bystanders at the restaurant began filming it. The video began with...
Is that a gang sign? Is Jay Prince Jr. in the gang? I don't know if he affiliated with a sect, but he's throwing something up.
With NBA OG3 being held back from a fight already underway. Moments later, All-Star JR entered the frame as someone appeared to restrain him by the head or possibly by his chain while Jay Prince Jr. watched from nearby. At the same time, Ben 10 was seen trying to grab hold of All-Star JR before Dead End Ron joined the attack as OG3 kept trying to get back into the fight. As the alleged robbery continued, OG3 finally made it through, only to be pulled away again by a woman, with some rumors suggesting that it might have actually been his own mother, while Jay Prince Jr. continued watching from just a few feet away. Then, as the camera kept rolling, Ben 10 was seen throwing a flurry of punches down at All-Star JR, and later rumors claimed that someone from Jay Prince's and NBA's camp allegedly begun pistol whipping All-Star JR. From there, All-Star JR allegedly managed to seize the gun and wrestle it out of his attacker's hands, and moments later, gunshots would ring out. People who had allegedly been at the restaurant would also post on social media what they had seen, with one poster explaining how a large group of people had arrived at the restaurant, this likely being Jay Prince Jr.'s crew that had members of NBA Youngboys, NBA, and 4K Trey crew in attendance. After they arrived, the fighting would kick off nearly immediately. The poster would also note how there had been apparently a lot of shots going off, and indeed other people would post pictures of somebody laying on the ground with a caption saying how the man had just been killed at the restaurant. Soon, rumors would circulate on social media as hip-hop media pages would start posting that one of the main members of Youngboys, NBA, and 4K Trey crews, the rapper Ben 10, had been killed during the altercation, with NBA members like Herm immediately calling the news a lie, while NBA Youngboy's little brother would also post that Ben 10 wasn't actually dead. Not long after this, rumors would also begin spreading that another 4K Trey affiliate, Dead End Ron, had also been shot in the incident. The following morning, the incident had become mainstream news as local stations already identified one of the victims as Ben 10 based on online rumors.
Into some of those headlines developing this morning in Upper Kirby. 2 men are in the hospital after they were shot inside a popular restaurant.
Now, Jade Fleury is live at Confessions with how this all started. Jade, what do you know so far?
Well, Denise, Melissa.
Isn't Mio's Confessions a weird name for a restaurant? Confessions? A restaurant? What they got to do with food?
So the shooting is drawing a lot of attention online, with many people identifying one of the 2 men shot as NBA Ben 10, an affiliate of rapper NBA Youngboy.
Police would tell media that NBA and 4K Trey members had allegedly attacked JR and tried to steal his chain. But in the end, JR had somehow got his hands on a gun and started shooting randomly, hitting both Ben 10 and Ron multiple times.
Investigators say that it started as an attempted robbery over jewelry, with several people confronting a man trying to snatch his chains. That fight escalated quickly, with multiple people jumping in, knocking the man to the ground and beating him up. Police say that's when the man pulled out a gun and started shooting.
Sometime during that part of the fight, our victim, who was originally looked like he was being majorly assaulted by several people and getting his chains ripped off, he presents a pistol. We don't know where he got it from, but he got it. Must have had it in his pants the whole time, but he got it out and started shooting randomly. Ends up hitting 2 people. Those are our 2 victims. Not certain if these are the same ones that were trying to rip off his necklaces or not.
Meanwhile, on social media, more rumors would keep circulating, with someone claiming that All-Star JR had allegedly stood over Ben and kept shooting him on the ground.
The police said that he was shooting randomly. According to my sources, he got up and got active. Like rapper B got active and he stood over him. You know what I'm saying? Like rapper B stood over, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly Ben 10. This is just according to my sources. I'm in a whole nother state.
People would also point to news videos showing Dead End Ron was apparently in very bad condition after the altercation too. But perhaps the most explosive claim surrounding the shooting came from WAC 100, who claimed that according to an employee at the restaurant, the FBI had arrived and gotten involved in the investigation. This implying that perhaps there was a much broader investigation going on targeting some of the people who were there. Apparently the feds supposedly wanted to see the security camera footage that allegedly showed Jay Prince Jr. and the NBA and 4K Trey members congregating in a parking lot before the attack, making it possibly premeditated.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account. When you're ready to record, just...
the police department came, but then they got shut down. I said, what you mean they got shut down? He said, the FBI showed up. He said, what? He said, yeah, they demanded that I...
Who said that? See, I don't be watching Clubhouse like that, but WAC be having some inside information that just puzzles me. I don't know how.
Let them review the tapes so they can make sure it was those tapes. And then they took the tapes and they dismissed the regular law enforcement, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm listening to right here. I'm listening to a little square dude. It's him and the chick on the phone. They tell the people they gonna have to. They asked him what they saw, so they say they gonna have to come testify. But get this, them tapes got the bozo Jay Prince Jr. congregating in the, I don't know if it's the underground parking or whatever parking lot connected to the business. Guess who we congregating with?
10.
10. And 10 is one of the 10.
According to WAC's source, Jay Prince Jr. was the first to make a move trying to grab JR's chain, and it was actually one of the 4K Trey members beating up JR who allegedly dropped their gun during the altercation, allowing JR to pick it up and open fire. All of this made it a classic case of self-defense and a completely legal shooting for JR to carry out, especially in a state like Texas.
So I said to myself as I'm listening to him talk, I'm like, well, that ain't nothing. He said, no. Here go the bad part. All 10 proceeded to go into the location. Guess who was the first one approached and snatched the jury?
Jay Prince.
You're correct. So my man say, well, they ain't gonna book the Jay with the gun? He said, no. They was pistol whipping him with the gun and dropped it. And then he picked it up.
WAC would also have bad news about Ben 10, who according to one source might have been paralyzed.
They say the boy might be paralyzed. I hope he not. Whoever the Ben 10 dude is, they say he might be paralyzed. Oh man, that's they say this is what I'm listening to him say.
Meanwhile, Jay Prince Jr. would soon respond to all the allegations on social media, basically denying everything, saying how he went to the restaurant by himself and that he did.
What did Jay Prince say? This internet is so cap. First off, I went to the restaurant by myself to meet OG3 for his birthday dinner. I didn't have not one of my guys with me, and everyone who was at the restaurant was there organically to celebrate the homie birthday. I didn't know Buddy was there. I had just come from physical therapy and my aunt's birthday dinner, which is why I was dressed like that. Secondly, I would never harm a child, and that little boy loves me to death. So y'all can chill out with that BS too. I understand y'all bloggers want clicks, but at least attempt to tell some truth. Y'all just make up anything. I was raised to handle business in private, but this new generation only understands what's posted, not what's real. When the story gets one-sided, silence starts looking like guilt, and sometimes you gotta speak, not for them, but to set the record straight. So I'll be sitting down with someone to clear the air on a lot of situations soon. Get well, being around, y'all stay strong.
Didn't know JR would have been there, while also denying ever having treated JR's son so badly. With this part of the rumor...
Well, if what WAC says is true, I'm assuming that the cameras out front will support or conflict that version of events.
Also being denied by the baby mama, Janelle. Meanwhile, OG3 would also respond to the rumors, pointing out that his whole family...
Hold on, what did the baby mama say? I'm not want to speak on things publicly, but when it comes to my child, I will not stay silent. The claims made are false. My son is safe, protected, and loved over here. Please stop spreading misinformation. Kill the fake news about Jersey. He is more than good. Not being raised by you, he ain't.
Janelle. Meanwhile, OG3 would also respond to the rumors, pointing out that his whole family had been present and saying, why would he?
Everybody got something to say, but why would I want anything to happen on my birthday with my mother, baby sisters and brothers, and their kids, and y'all trying to justify something when I try to de-escalate? Being a leader is not easy. I try to de-escalate the shit.
Have ever wanted to put them in danger like that, also adding that he had been trying to de-escalate the situation. Now, let's rewind for a second, because not a lot of people knew this at the time, and many people didn't have a clue who Allstar JR was before he went viral because of this incident. Over the years, he's actually built up a serious reputation as a top-tier troll on social media, constantly dropping hilarious posts and cracking jokes about just about anything.
Would you attend a Diddy party?
I done been to Diddy parties. I think it's tiers, like the people who stay to the end is probably who do the bull. Cause I missed all the wild. Like, look, that's why ain't nobody said. Cause everybody be at Diddy party, you know. Like, bro, everybody that been to Diddy party. So y'all stayed till 6 in the morning. Y'all in trouble. I left at 1:30. Well, I guess when the less famous, I ain't famous enough to be. I ain't famous enough for them niggas to invite me to the bullshit. So God bless.
Tell you, bro, some just don't got it and won't have it, bro. You can't dress. Don't want to dress like you, don't want to lay down with you, they don't want to do it to you, they don't want to grab you, nothing, they don't want to do nothing, bro. Producers tired of hearing you say that on them beats, don't want to send you nothing. Videographers don't want your on the other side of that camera with that bold drip. It's a million reasons why shit not working, but nobody is blackballing your.
A few days after the incident, after he had seemingly received a green light from the Houston police that this was indeed a clear case of self-defense, JR would finally go all in with the trolling, posting on Instagram a picture of himself in a jewelry store while wearing a t-shirt with the text, "Unplug that N-word," along with a caption saying, "Had to shoot to the D and get some new ice because my man's Ben 10 took some of my stuff to the hospital with him." He would also include the hashtags JR closed the elevator on Ron, OG3 left them N-words, and all that playing, with one of these pointing to rumors that OG3 had actually left his NBA friends behind when the fight started. One of the slides would also have diabolical text aimed at Ben 10 saying, "Thought he was mob ties till I shot his a few times."
He said, "Thought he was mob ties till I shot it." Oh, stop. Yo!
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation.
No, sir. He said.
Now, here's what I disagree with. All this stuff that came behind it, right? First of all, if they just happen to be up there, that's one thing, right? But I'm not finna jump no nigga because my partner got issues with him over a girl. And you bet not ask me to get involved or do nothing to no nigga because he talking shit, making threats, and he ain't did nothing because you messing with his baby mama. That's dick and pussy shit. I do not get involved. So I don't really respect that if that's what happened, right? But as far as what I had to say about Allstar, man, your work speaks for itself, right? I didn't think he had to put no extras on it. He hadn't had to put nothing on it because even though you got off with a self-defense, you got to be humble because you got somebody else to answer to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't look at things like that, right? But I got to answer to the Most High for everything I do. And even though it may not have been a sin in the eyes of the Most High, I don't know about situations like that, right? If I'm in a situation like that, I'm going into prayer and meditation and trying to ask for God's forgiveness, whether I got off with it or not. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely not agitating the situation because I don't want to bring back that type of spiritual energy. I don't need that type of energy from the universe. I don't need that karma. No, so I probably wouldn't be trolling, gloating, none of that. I would be humble, hoping that it just went away. And any interview that I did will probably be from their perspective or long after the situation had died down. But yeah, bro, your work speaks for itself. So all the extra trolling and shit, I feel like it's unnecessary. And I feel like it puts you in a bad space where if you got away with something, you probably should want it to be dead, over, and done with. You came out on top, then I will be trying to sweep that situation under the rug because I want it to be over and done with. And if you want it to be agitated and continue to go on, you winning, you up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I thought he was mob ties till I shot his a few times. What type of demon this dog?
JR's trolling towards Ben 10 would also continue in the comments, where the Louisiana rapper P. Young'un would seemingly threaten JR by calling him Walking Dead. JR would respond to this by saying, well, guess who ain't walking? A reference to the rumors that Ben 10 might actually be paralyzed, while adding, welcome to the real world. This post, which at this point has over 300,000 likes, would be just the beginning of JR's new promo tour, and it would be followed by a new song and music video titled Expensive Wristwatches. This began with text explaining how in Houston...
Damn, hold on, there's comments on that post. Wow, did y'all see what I just saw?
That Ben 10 might actually be paralyzed, while adding, welcome to the real world. This post, which at this point has...
Damn, Ice World Rizzo said fire.
Over 300,000 likes, would be just the beginning of JR's new promo tour, and it would be followed by a new song and music video titled Expensive Wristwatches. This began with text explaining how in Houston, Texas, 18 out of 25 armed robberies go right and they get away with it, but not this time.
Altercation originally, and it appears what they were doing was trying to take his chain.
Police say a fight escalated, ending in gunfire and leaving two men in critical condition.
It seems that the song itself was likely made before the incident, and JR was perhaps using this as an opportunity to get a new...
Look at the D.
New fan base around music he'd already recorded. But clearly this was a fresh music video because JR had got t-shirts printed up that refer to the incident, and the video would end with a scene obviously making fun of Ben 10, where JR would be shaking on the ground like someone who had just been shot. That song would get over 500,000 views in just a few days, and it didn't take long for JR to return to peak trolling and disrespect, launching what he called the Ben 10 challenge, a dance trend that he teased at the end of the music videos, where participants would drop to the floor and shake as if they'd just been shot 3 or 4 times, convulsing from the impact. This challenge quickly took off.
That is crazy because I thought only down south dudes, specifically Louisiana dudes, put piles of money on the ground and laid down on them. And that's part that I don't get either. Because if it's about street shit and about some gangster shit, what part do the money play in it? Laying down on the money. Because he's trying to show that he got it because he issued a challenge and he's offering cash. Is that what it is? I think that's more, because at first I was like, what are you saying to them, nigga? I got more money than you, or I'm still rich, or. But then I'm like, no, that might be for the fans and the people that he wants to take the challenge. It's more for them, and I think they probably fascinated by that type of shit more so than anybody. But yeah, I'm not putting no money on the ground and laying down on it. Partially because I don't got money like that. Secondly, because they just ain't my style.
With countless people posting videos of themselves reenacting what could have been the final moments of Ben 10's life. Now, a lot of people on social media were saying that Allstar JR was doing too much, but to those people, he had a response, pointing out that he had been doing nothing but minding his business when people came in and attacked him. So at this point, he didn't care whose feelings got hurt because he was the target of this attempted robbery. He would also keep dissing Junior on social media, saying how he was finally going to expose to everyone how soft he was, ending with the message,
damn, you still running up, Kirby? You left the color in, and I'll say you ain't know what to do. When that pressure on, now I'm literally finna show the world how soft you is. You've been getting horsed for years. I'm pulling the curtain now. Mob Untied. Wow.
#Mob Untied. And a few days later, he would drop another song and music video with that exact title, with this one being an actual diss track to J Prince Jr., Sr., OG3, Ben 10, and the whole Mob Ties movement. The music video would start showing disrespectful text written on a wall, one of them saying, "Where's OG3?" And at numerous times throughout the video, JR can be seen with his goons doing the Ben 10 challenge, shaking on the floor. Then JR starts the song with some savage disses, telling J Prince Jr. to keep sending flunkies at him so that he can keep getting them smoked, and going on to make fun of Jr. being born and raised with a silver spoon while he was actually growing up in the streets, really hustling. JR would then go on to diss both Ben 10 and Dead End Ron, straight up saying how he shot them at the restaurant and is now leading 2-0 on shootings, going on to say that he gave Ron the belt until his fluids were gone. And the song would keep on going with these disses, JR also taking aim at 4K Trey members, mocking them for allowing him to get his hands on one of their guns, and he would again diss OG3 for allegedly running away from the situation. The track would also end with an outro where JR can be heard talking about Ben 10 and Ron, saying how the hospital should unplug them, before ending by saying that dude was over with up there, echoing rumors that Ben 10 had actually died numerous times at the hospital. At this point, it's pretty clear that JR is using this incident to break into the mainstream rap game, and this story has become so viral at a time when gangster rap is down super bad. JR might be the savior that the rap game has actually been looking for. He's got a crazy...
That's crazy. I still ain't watched this shit yet.
History. He's built up a huge catalog in the underground of Detroit rap. He's actually got a pretty funny personality, perfect for social media, and now they're calling him Defensive Player of the Year. He might just be next up. Funnily enough, it also seems that recently JR and T Grizzly might have finally settled their differences, and if they would get back together and start making music again, that would be major for JR. But while this is all going on, we're still hearing new rumors. For example, Wack 100 has been giving updates on Clubhouse, actually claiming that J Prince Sr. held a private meeting with Jr. and was allegedly furious about the incident. Rumors have been circulating for a while now that the Prince family could be facing some legal troubles, and not just because of this incident either, because there's been other incidents that have turned out to be very dangerous where J Prince...
Yeah, J Prince ain't cut from this cloth. I know he don't like none of this negative attention. Damn.
Jr. was allegedly in attendance, like the 2022 killing of Migos rapper Takeoff outside of J Prince Jr.'s birthday party, as well as the murder of Chicago native Duke the Jeweler, who was seen gambling with J Prince Jr. the day before he was killed. There's now rumors circulating that there might even be a RICO case targeting the whole Prince family and mob ties movement.
J Prince Sr. had a meeting with Junior last night at the compound in Fifth World. Went up there at about 7 p.m. Okay, J Prince Jr. went at 7 p.m. and wasn't seen the rest of the night, and everyone left at 10 p.m. And when J Prince Sr. saw that false statement he put up, that put him over the top. They said he was mad as a heated like ever before. He made Junior take that down quick yesterday.
Junior better have some money saved, because J Prince Sr. said he ain't helping that at all.
Yeah, that's definitely what he said.
Oh, he really? Okay, I thought that was content. He really said that.
Yeah, my back door told me that a couple days ago.
My back door?
Oh, he was going off on him. Called him tender. He did all this piano. We got all this other shit going on. He said the Takeoff, the jeweler, the goddamn bodyguard that found dead in the parking lot. Now you pull this
Damn.
As I'm making this video, the situation is still developing, and there's still no confirmed information on actually who will be charged in connection with the shooting. And some people are even saying that J Prince Jr. might actually get charged with Ben 10's injuries because he was the one who instigated the brawl. But with JR apparently not being treated as a suspect, he's just out here making music, it's possible that if Ben 10 and Dead End Ron pull through...
I heard that JR got picked up since then. And that's what I was talking about that karma, see? And I think that had a lot to do with his trolling and shit like that. The feds might not even been, they don't like when we gloat. They already don't like us, right? But when we feel like we above the law, they probably said, oh, let's show this N-word. Let's show this nigga.
They might also be in trouble on robbery charges. Now, what's really interesting is that there's rumors that JR actually turned up to the restaurant to celebrate OG3's birthday, something that was pointed out by YouTuber D's Media. So all of this kind of brings up the possibility of JR actually being backdoored.
You know why dude was at your birthday party. You know why J Prince Jr. was at your birthday party. You know what I'm saying? And more details eventually on that is going to come out, and y'all going to see that everybody was there to attend a OG33 birthday party. So I'm trying to tell y'all, OG33 played way more of a role than people really think he did. He really the one set up the play, if you personally ask me.
Is it possible that OG3 could even be implicated in the crime if he was trying to set JR up to get robbed that resulted in 2 people being critically wounded? If it turns out that J. Prince Jr. or Ben 10 or Ron or even OG3 laid the trap for all of this to go down, then any one of them or maybe even all of them could be the target of a federal investigation with very serious consequences. Either way, this situation is far from over, so I'll keep you guys updated. And if you want to know more about this situation, I've been covering it daily on my channel, Trap More Ross, so go and check that out.
If you're a producer who hates AI, this plugin might change your mind. This is Reimagine in Co-Producer. You can take any sample.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. And all I got to say is, man, this internet shit got to stop. Straight up. This is going to get dudes jammed and sent their way more than the crimes they did. A lot of these crimes people could probably get away with or not serve time for, or a lot of this activity that they got going on, if they just stay from in front of the motherfucking camera. An old friend of mine, shout out to Poker Face. You. That's an inside thing. COM once said, if you're a gangster, keep it under your hat. Most of the gangsters that I knew wanted to convince the public that they were not gangsters, that they were legitimate businessmen. What are y'all talking about? That type of talk will ruin what I got going on. Everybody doesn't seem to understand that. But it's been real. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, all that good shit. Shalom.